Hello and welcome to video number 2 where we're looking at grade 4 Trinity classical guitar exam. We are using the current syllabus, so using the 2020 to 2023, and in this video we're going to look at the second piece that I've chosen. This is one called Bossa Nova Breeze, and it's nice because it's a different style of playing. Now the Bossa Nova, basically it became very popular in the 50s and the 1960s, and there was a very famous composer who really pioneered this for the classical guitar, and that was Gilberto. A very famous song being The Girl from Ipanema, and it's based very much on that style, that very rhythmic style. So really, Bossa Nova is it's like a fusion between samba and jazz. It's a lovely style of playing. I must admit, personally, I love it. Because just the sound of that classical guitar, that nylon string guitar, and mixed with really nice chords, I can't beat it. Okay, so anyway, this is Bossa Nova Breeze. So once again, I'll play it so you can hear how it goes, and then I'll discuss the music in a minute. Okay, so Bossa Nova Breeze, here we go. Okay, so that's Bossa Nova Breeze, and it's just a lovely piece because it's very different to perhaps what you might be used to doing in your exams in terms of this being a classical guitar. Okay, now key wise, it's written in E minor, begins on E minor and finishes on E minor. The beginning of line 4, it briefly hits G major, the relative major key, goes back to E, A minor or A minor 7, and then B7, which is the dominant 7th, then leading back to the home key of E minor. Okay. At bar 16, so the end of line 4, where you go to B7, there is a passing chord, just a little sequence, which on first hearing you might think, am I playing that right? But it's meant to sound that way. It's actually, if we're going to get technical, it's a C7 major 7, and that's your 7th note, the dominant 7th, so the flattened 7th, and then the major 7th is the B natural. So you've got a B natural and a B flat, and that's what gives it that sound. But it's only brief, it's only a passing chord, so it's brief, and therefore it's sort of there and gone. Okay, so that's the key. It is very rhythmic. All right, you can see throughout the piece that those chords are marked by the accents. Okay, it's in split common time. Okay, so if you think of common time is 4/4, so 4 crotchet beats in a bar. So split common time is 2/2. Okay, now you can count it. Some people like to count it still as 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but correctly it should be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 minute beats in a bar. Okay, be careful at the end of line 1. You've got 3 leading notes, the melody notes. So those notes use good strong appaiando, rest strokes, to bring that in. Likewise at the end of line 2, again good appaiando. And you will also have noticed at the end of line 2 it goes pont. So if you've got a good set of right hand nails, just move your hand back and get that tinny sound. Okay, alright. At the end of line 3 it then goes back to normal. Okay, and then really the last 2 lines practice the bar chords. So if you look at bar 22 and bar 23, bar 22 you have a C2, a capo 2. So capo is basically bar A, or bar as I call it. So you bar across, you can bar across 5 or 6 strings, but practice that bar. Make sure it's really nice and clear. We don't want, again, that lumpy sound. Practice it. And then the next bar, really, it should read as a half bar. Just across 3 strings and add your second finger to the 3rd string. Okay? And then on the last line, bar 26, bar at 3 and bar at 2. Okay, and again just practice that nice and slowly. Okay, alright, so they're little sections to work on, and really again work on the first, I will say the first bar. In fact, we'll try it now. I'll count you in slowly and we'll just play that first bar over and over again, just to get the rhythm. So it's thumb and then Turando strokes, I, M, A, playing, plucking together as a chord. Okay, so after, I'll count it in 4. Alright, you just play the very first bar over and over again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, good. Then you can try it with the second bar. The chord changes, so just make sure you've got your fingers, and again adjust your left hand accordingly so that you're not catching any strings. It's nice, bring your wrist round so you've got that nice clear sound. Okay, and again, I can't emphasize slowly. Practice slowly. So many guitarists just they think it's all about playing fast. It's not about playing fast, it's about playing slowly, getting it right. Once you've got it right, then you can up your speed. Okay, alright, and then that, again, dynamics throughout this piece speak for themselves. MPs, MFs, F. Alright, there is a crescendo, bar 21 onwards, and then on the last line, the ending, if you look at what it says at the end, repeat several times, fading to nothing. Okay, now you want to or I think you want to give the piece an ending. So if you listen to what I did, that was the first time, and then when I repeated it I just got quieter, and then third time I slowed it down and I actually finished with a chord. If you wanted to, you could finish with a bass note. If you want to get really clever and impress the examiner, you could do that, and then bass note and harmonic. Alright? Okay, so to me it's about having a nice, good, solid, round ending. It's quiet, it's very, very quiet, but you've still got that finish to the song. Okay? And that is the second piece. So once again, happy practicing.